Here at the Holocaust and Humanity Center, we're here to ensure the lessons of the Holocaust inspire action today. And that doesn't just apply to school groups or visitors, it also applies to law enforcement. So this was something that we felt was just a natural fit. And we also know that using the Holocaust as a case study can really help people examine our own times and their own behavior in our world today.
It's really a collaboration. I met CEO Sarah Weiss when she was part of the FBI Citizens Academy. I'm a retired FBI agent, and so I reached out to her, and we discussed at the time trying to incorporate a program that was similar to the FBI's National Academy, where they would take representatives that were participating in that program through the National Holocaust Museum up in Washington, D.C. That resonated to me when I was a new agent. I knew there was positive feedback from the FBI National Academy participants. So I thought, we have this incredible resource here in our backyard in Cincinnati. I reached out to Sarah to see what we could facilitate or create for the law enforcement community here in Cincinnati.
We worked together on designing a program that would both focus on the history and the work of the Holocaust and Humanity Center through our museum, through our programming, but also do it through the lens of strengths, which is something we use in answering the question of how we can be the best of humanity, which enabled us to create a program for the officers that both expose them to history, to challenges, to dilemmas, to implicit bias, but also to give them an opportunity to reflect on who they are and how they can be better, and also some self-awareness. So we worked in partnership with Rob in the development of the program so that we had law enforcement at the table in the development and thinking through what were the right things to pull in, and conversations and scenarios and case studies. We also worked with our partners at Strong Cincinnati, who enabled us to utilize their expertise and strengths. And then, of course, our team who has the expertise in the history and how do we relate it to today to build something that was quite unique.
The center here is beautiful. The displays are moving, and it really was an amazing setting to be able to go to this sort of training in this kind of a environment. And the entire program was very well put together, and it was extremely enjoyable, because anytime you can take a step back and reflect on your own experiences, and anytime you can sit down with other law enforcement officers that have been involved in similar situations or had similar experiences, and we're going to have an open discussion about bias-based policing, implicit bias, that sort of thing. It just can improve the overall quality of service to the community.
The workshop was a one-day workshop, but we knew that more work would need to be done. So we created the Law Enforcement Post-Training Guide, or How Can We Be the Best of Humanity Today, to follow up on the key points and highlights that we had talked about during the training, to continue the practices of being the best of humanity today, to use their character strengths to inspire action amongst themselves.
When I look back at the number of sessions we held and some of the positive feedback that we've received, that's probably the best indicator. When a law enforcement officer will take the time to actually fill out a survey on the quality of the program and what they learned, not so much even about the history, but about themselves. Those officers taking that to heart, I think, was the best indicator for me that this was a success.
This program would not have been possible without support. It takes research, it takes time, it takes a lot of work, a lot of energy went into putting it together and creating the experience for the officers who participated. But I think the fact that people said that they wanted more shows not only the importance, but I think the unique way that this came together with law enforcement at the table helping design it. This training helped them recognize how important one act can be, and that words matter, and that a simple sentence could actually change somebody's entire life. And so I think that's the power of a program like this. And we are incredibly grateful to the Ohio State Bar Foundation for partnering with us to really pilot this program that we believe will serve other communities and hopefully other parts of Ohio as well. It couldn't have been done without support. So thank you.